Good morning. Welcome to my office. Just wanted to give you an update for those who weren't able to attend the meeting. Um, we're moving. Couple of things. You're going to see that I've given you some agenda minutes in an email. I'd like you just to kind of take a look at those, as well as a link to a Google Doc. We'll get to that in a second. But really wanted to let each of you know, first and foremost, the deadline for the trip is August 31st. I know many of you and I have been in individual conversations about, yes, I'm thinking of going, I'm still kind of on the fence, or yeah, I'm going and I still haven't gotten stuff. So if you're a returner, I need your waiver form by August 31st. If you're someone who is new and really contemplating going, I need the full application at the same day, August 31st. If you need that application, email me directly so I can get that to you. Second thing is child sponsorship. With the fall coming, Grace is really going to make a concerted effort to talk about global missions and the idea of child sponsorship and support for our global church partners that we have. With that, we have September 3rd and September 10th. If you were at the June meeting, we started to talk about and conceptualize what that would look like for us. And so what we have planned is, I'm going to try to keep this short, but basically what we have planned is for a couple of big poster-sized pictures to be at each site the morning of the September 3rd and September 10th services, so that you can walk in and you can already see that there's a certain focus going on here for these 2 weeks. As our family is going to be walking in, we're going to hand out cards. Danielle Verga, way to go! Very fired up about the role that you've played in getting those put together, and we're going to have those printed out on cardstock, and just a little blurb on the back. You'll see those the weeks of the service, and then afterwards is basically the impetus of this email. We are going to have those packets that we had last year. We've got 30 of them coming from Mark. He's actually delivering to my house directly, hopefully at the end of this week. Our goal is to have all 30 supported by the end of the 2 weeks. We're not doing the online because they've taken all of them offline so that we can put sole focus on getting those cards taken. There'll be more of this to come in the next week about kind of details, but what I want you to do is I want you to go on to the Google Doc link that I provided in the email as well, and I'd like you to sign up for a time. And if you could sign up for more than one time and more than one service, that would be fantastic. And here's the reason why I'm asking that. This is a relationship with the people in the DR, and as we all know, relationships take a ton of work, and this isn't a trip. It's never been a trip. It's never been about a trip. It's always been about a relationship, and I cannot stress enough the important role that each and every single one of you have played in that up to this date. For those of you who went on the trip last time, you've formed bonds and relationships, and I almost think it's our duty to do what we can to advance this partnership forward, because we're the heartbeat of the DR without being in the DR, and we're their representatives. We're the ones that have the stories. We're the ones that have had the experiences, and so please sign up. I can't be at 3 sites and all services, but it's not about that. It's about what God wants us to do as part of this relationship and partnership. And I feel so strongly about if we get this right, we can get 30 kids sponsored in 2 weeks, and that's a pretty cool thing. So that's that. There'll be another follow-up video to that, hopefully here in the next week or so, about the details of that. But I need you to sign up. That is the most important thing to do. There's some people behind the scenes working on getting all that stuff taken care of. If you want to also help with that, reach out to me. I'd be glad to get you on board. And lastly, support raising timeline. It's on the agenda. Please take a look at that so that you know what deadlines are when. We had the support raising talk this past Tuesday. If you would like to hear that talk or kind of get the snippets and rundown of that, please make contact with me as well. And just be in prayer. Be in prayer. Get your prayer journal going. The critical moment is here, and it's exciting to see what God's got in store this time. So I'm sorry for the long video, but there was a lot of stuff that I had to get out, and thanks for letting me share, and hope you enjoyed my office. Cheers.